So guys, Keith trades. Today is January 13th and a beautiful way to start the CPI week. We ended up going 1-for-1 on live, took a great quality setup, and that's all she wrote. And during the PM, we did look at a few setups that did work out, but market was choppy. I didn't really feel confident in calling anything, I look back, that was the smartest bet. It's pretty choppy. But let's get right into the pre-market plan. So I said we had an aggressive sell-off, and we're currently sitting in the 1 hour. I said if we respect, we look for the short continuation down to these levels. And I also noted that I saw the model already setting up pre-market. I said if buyers hold and we look break to the upside, I look for 846 and 930s into the 4 hour. So again, we had that short model come in off the open, and we just didn't get a setup, which is totally fine. I wasn't comfortable calling out a trade pre-market, but after we got that sell side manipulation lower, we ended up sweeping out internal sell side here, and we failed to take new lows here. But what we did do is leave a nice SMT here. So keep in mind around the 4 a.m. lows, we end up sweeping them, making a lower low on NQ. If we go to ES, we did 4 o'clock low, fails to sweep off the open, and we make a higher low. So we have a higher low here for ES and a lower low for NQ, bullish SMT. I originally called this inverse for the entry, but after it shot up, pretty high up with a strong candle closure, I waited for a more structured, more data. Technically, you could have played a sniper entry there or even caught the inverse here. But usually, I would want to see a candle closure somewhere around here and then tap me back in and look for the model long. So I was totally fine with that. Right, what does my plan say? If buyers hold and we break structures, so I did what? I waited for a clear shift in the market. That 5-minute model I was talking about off open was this 5-minute fair value gap, so I was looking towards a inverse here. Why did I do that? Because although this is our model here and here, it's not a bad setup. We had not equal lows, but we had two relative lows here, which was off the open and then pre-market. So I wasn't too confident yet that we were going to run the highs. Once I saw the inverse above this respected 5-minute, then I could comfortably say we're going to high. And what we did do very well is leave some nice stacked liquidity. We have equal highs here, and then we have just a high just above. So these were my targets, mainly just going to be 846 here. And where is that called out? Pre-market plan, 846. If we break structurally upside, I look for this target. And what did we do on the 5-minute? We broke structure through this high, and we also got a nice inverse close. Boom. Nice strong close. Again, I waited. I ended up adding a small position long here, and I added some more at this fair value gap, just placing my stop here. So I was almost stopped out of this position, but it ended up working around. I got around a set 90-ish, 95-ish average on my thing. So I caught around 45 to 30 points, 30 to 45 points here. But just from the original entry, it was a 44-point gain. So a very great quality trade there. I almost got stopped out. What I would do different about this position is likely just stay disciplined for this original fair value up here instead of adding and adding more, which I was fine with because we had the inverse 5-minute, and I was confident with equal highs here and another stacked high here. I was confident we would run those highs. But I would do differently is probably just take a long at this level here and then, give it a little bit of a bigger stop down here to this wick low, and then I would, be more comfortable, but it was totally fine, right? What is my rule? Did it hit my stop loss? No. So I stick to the plan and I take my trade properly and I capitalize right, and it worked out totally fine. That's the thing, right? Just because I sit in drawdown, just because I almost get stopped out, does not mean I'm scared I get break even. Even after this nasty rejection in this here, we still held it to plan. Why? Because my plan was set before the trade. Right when we inverse close, I was already planning taking longs, and I already had my plan set. So I just do what? I'd attach, I let it go, I played out. In hindsight, yes, this inverse would have been a clean entry, or this inverse here. totally fine staying disciplined on my plan, looking for a clear break, and then my target. And that was all we did for the day. This is the only live trade I took, and that is all we need. 45 points, beautiful banger trade. We called it at that. There was some other, great quality setups. A nice SMT long here, and also a continuation long here. But we just missed it. We don't trade the lunch hour. We hopped on the PM. Pretty choppy stuff. So overall, a 1-for-1 day to start off Monday, and that is all we need. But that's going to be it for January 13th. It is a SMT inverse 5-minute long to the stacked highs. A very great quality setup in my opinion. Just maybe could have got a better entry, but totally fine. That's going to be it. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. And if you want to join the Discord, we have a link in the bio. We'd be happy to have new members. But until next time, guys, peace out.